Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. Kira, Crystals and Paint, Diane, Bartman, Amber. What is going on, everybody? So good to see all of you here. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Just another night in paradise over here. We have water and power. Water and power. We're living the dream. We're living the dream. I have to admit now. I mean, it's not that bad now. We got 2 more days of basically freeze. And then I think we're out of it. BG and MM, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I got 2 more nights of freezing, and I think we're out of the woods at that point. But I mean, we made it through the like -5 degree and all of that. So, Boo Boo, welcome. Jody, welcome. How is everybody doing tonight? So good to see all of you on this beautiful Thursday evening. Beautiful Thursday evening. You have a leak in your ceiling. Well, that's not good at all. Crystals and paint. Oh, that's not good at all. You got to fix those things. Otherwise, it's going to be moldy and all that bad stuff. What is up? Water and power. I'm living the dream right now. I can actually take a bath that's not made of snow water. By the way, if you haven't taken a melted snow bath, that is a unique experience you will not want to repeat. That is quite an unusual experience. Tori, Tarot and such, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. So who has questions? We do tarot on the channel, by the way. Good morning from Australia. Igor, it is good to see you from Australia. Good morning from Texas, where we had some freezing temperatures and no power, no water. Ronald, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right. Who has some questions? Maybe I should do a reading for myself, you know? Maybe I should do a reading for myself. There we go. Amber is going to break the seal with the first question. Amber, let's check it out. What do we have for some finances for Amber in March of this year? Let's check it out by using the Tarot Tower. The Tarot Tower is not working. Maybe I should have checked that before I actually got on here. That would probably be good if I actually checked that. We got the Tower Cam. Oh, there we go. All right, it's Tower 2. Sometimes it's Tower 1, sometimes it's Tower 2, but in either case, we are going to use the This Might Hurt Tarot. That is going to be where it is at. All right, let me change this to Tower 2. Right now it's Tower Cam. It needs to be Tower 2. Let's test it. Looks good. Cool. All right, This Might Hurt Tarot will get us where we need to be. Here we go. All right, Igor, thank you for your tarot resources. You're quite welcome. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. That is awesome, Igor. Thank you so much for the compliment. Enlightenment, welcome. How are you doing tonight? How is everybody tonight? I am pretty excited. We made it through the rough times. I got to admit, I'm pretty excited at this point. Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Pretty happy. All right, what do my finances look like in March of 2021. I mean, you look at it, the 10 of Pentacles, it doesn't look too bad. I think that you have sort of this negative thing that you have seen coming, or a little bit of the challenge, or, you know, something that didn't look like that it was going to be too productive, or it doesn't look like it's going to be too good. Basically, the 10 of Pentacles, you had worry. Judgment's sort of interesting here. Judgment says you need that balance, that fine balance, but I think that you're in that space where you are having sort of difficulty getting it done. You are having sort of difficulty getting it started and whatnot. The 10 of Pentacles says March is going to look okay. That's not going to look bad at all. Definitely not something definitely not something that's going to be, you know, too difficult, but again, it's not going to be a freebie. I mean, again, I think you're looking okay. You're looking okay. Judgment says it does balance out. Things are going well. And the Knight of Pentacles says you're pretty content with what you have. This is one of the things where the outgoing money exceeds sometimes what you really want to pay. You know what I mean? What you really want to pay. NKR Tutorials, welcome. Yes, this is free. Andrew, welcome as well. Yeah, I mean, it's all about keeping what you have. A little bit of that Four of Pentacles feel, keeping what you have, getting stuff done, getting things to where you need it, and basically being comfortable. And the Knight of Swords definitely says get moving on the finances, because a lot of times you want to get moving on the finances, but you just don't have time, or you're just sort of in trouble, or you're just sort of stuck in a rut, or things like that. It's time to expand, to move on, to get that out, and to definitely move into something that's going to be bigger and better. Again, I think it's looking pretty decent. I don't think it's looking too bad at all for you. Not too bad at all for you. All right, that's a fun one. That is a fun one. All right, what do we got next on the question list? Christina, welcome. How are you doing? Christina, why are you not a mod? Christina's logged in from an account I've never seen before. And let me add you moderator, and there you go. Dee Dee, welcome. How are you doing, Dee Dee? It is so good to see you. Dee Dee, are you doing okay over there? Because damn, it was rough over here for a few days. I'm just saying, we had no water, so I'm like worried about freezing. But I think good news, if you don't have water in the pipes, there's nothing to freeze. I mean, it'll freeze, but nothing will happen because nothing expanded because there's no water, you know? That's good news. That is good news. Anyway, Christina, you're now a mod again. I have all 50 of your accounts are a mod now. There's what's happening. All right, let's see. Good question to ask Jody. What did Jody ask? Jody asked the, what do we got? We got Amber wanted the thing. What did Jody? A question if I would be able to answer it. It started reading professionally, been quite so far, no clients. Okay, so Jody basically wants a reading about reading. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Jody, let's get a reading without a reading of readings. A reading of readings. It's going to be kind of fun, right? I think it's going to be kind of fun. Let's check it out. Let's flip over to the Tarot Tower and get the Thoth deck. The Thoth deck is going to give you the lowdown. It's going to give you the lowdown. It's not going to lie to you. It's going to throw it on the table, and I hope you're prepared. You know what I mean? Lee J, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. What will be CM's next action towards me? We got a CM in chat. All right. Let's see. CM, what is your next action towards Lay J? Anyway, Jody. All right. Jody's got the tarot thing going on, and Jody wants to know, how is that going to work out? You know, long term. How is that going to work out? How comfortable are you going to be? I mean, it's a rough start. Obviously, you're starting there, and you know, you're starting out. You got that love break type thing. Dreams come true. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. It's rough starting out. It is, because nobody knows you, or you know, you sort of have that new aspect for that. And it is all about communication. It is all about communication and getting things word out there, and definitely getting the clients and getting yourself sort of known. And that's going to take time. You know, that is going to take time. Everybody knows it. It always does take that time. I think that you're in a position where you're good at that. I think you're sort of good at what you do, and you're good at sort of how you're going to approach things and how you're going to sort of get started and whatnot. But it is all about sort of developing the clientele, pulling people in, getting people interested, getting people hooked, you know, getting people hooked. Ultimately, it is going to be challenging, but again, I don't think that's going to be bad. I don't think that is going to be bad. Tammy, welcome. Yes, I have power and water. Tammy, I'm living the dream. I'm living the normal dream, you know, the normal dream. That's all I really wanted in life, was just to be normal. I'm never really actually normal per se, but I feel much more normal now. That's for sure. All right, we'll get you in on a, Christina did the Light Seers Tarot is now in order. Christina, you wanted to do a flip through of that or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll go for the second place, which is the Golden Wheel. The Golden Wheel is going to be there. All right, will the roofer be able to fix the leak tomorrow? Crystal, I hope they can get in there. We'll see about that. See what is going to happen. Don't they take priority? The roofer fixed the leak. Okay, so it's not a pipe leak. Okay, it's just the actual roof. Gotcha. All right. Let's see here what is happening with this. What is CM's next action towards us? The Ten of Cups, the Page of Swords, Strength, and the Wheel of Fortune. I think they're going to be a regular in your life. I think they're just going to be a regular input for this, right? This is a weird reading. I actually want to include this in my new book. they're going to be a regular, they're going to be around. So that's one of the basic things. They're always going to be there, it feels like. They're very sort of stable. They have that feeling of stability and whatnot. The Wheel of Fortune, they're just what goes around, comes around. You see them there. They're going to be there. It's not like they're going anywhere. You just have that feel of stability. You have that feel, especially with the Ten of Cups. I think this person wants a lot more than maybe you think they want. They do have a lot of actions in store, a lot of actions they want to take that they just haven't taken yet. You know, part of that maybe is just not being forward or sort of moving forward with all of that. But, you know, it's one of those deals. The Page of Swords does say that this particular person is good at communicating, but they don't communicate the right things sometimes. They need to communicate certain things. They need to let you know some information that you don't know. And in order to do that, they just have to sort of come out of their shell and get a little bit more and just say, get a little bit more in there. So yeah, the Page of Swords, they need to be better at the communication, need to be sort of forward as far as what they want, whatnot, because they do have some wants and things. You have the Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. It's like we want good things overall in sort of a cyclic or a cyclic manner. Strength says that this is going to be something that or someone that does rely on you pretty heavily. I think that they rely on you more than maybe you think they do. Strength says that they are pretty comfortable, they rely on you, and I think that they have a good interaction. We have some good stuff going through this interaction, you know, and for the most part, some good stuff going through the interaction. So there you go. All right. Yeah, CM are crystals and paint. Yeah, I thought it was funny. What is CM's next action? I was like, well, what is crystals and paint next action? Okay, and your next action is to get that leak fixed. I mean, I'm just saying, dreams come true. What a great name. What a great name. It's moving to Park Royal, a good move. Will it bring happiness and abundance? Because you do want both. You do want both. I think we're going with a little Ciro Marchetti tonight, a little Encore Tarot. And that's going to be pretty good. That is going to be pretty good. Me and him got into an argument. Yeah, I mean, they need to learn to communicate better. If they want something, if they need something, they need to learn just to put it out there instead of being, you know, a little bit on the hesitation side, but whatever. Anyway, let's see. Golden Art Nouveau. We will do that just for you, crystals and paint. We will get her done. Get her done. Okay, what do we got next? We're looking at basically moving to Park Royal, a good move. Now, that does sound like an address in Monopoly. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. That does sound like an address in Monopoly, and I think that sounds pretty cool. But moving there, is it going to be a good thing? Definitely going to be a good thing. We got the Four of Wands. This is the first card I'm going to look at. It is the first card I'm going to scan for. First card I'm going to look at. Is it good to move somewhere? Is it good to have a new place here? Is it good to be sort of, you know, in that position? And the Four of Wands says yes. That is just a beautiful, beautiful card. That really says that we're comfortable. We know where we're going. This is going to be a good place and a very good thing. The Three of Cups is such a great card too here because it means you're making networking connections. You're getting friends. You're learning the neighbors' names. You're getting all of that support structure and the support network that you need. You absolutely need that no matter where you're going, where you're moving, right? For example, I have a Facebook group for my neighborhood. And the neighborhood Facebook group is great. I mean, they're offering, when it got cold and freezing, they were offering water. They were offering to loan power generators to the neighbors. They were fixing the neighbors' problems with the plumbing. I mean, it's just like an amazing, amazing experience. And that's what you really need. The Three of Cups gets you that, what you really want. Now, it looks like it could be a little bit on the expensive side or a little bit on there. It looks like we're holding on to money, trying to get more money. It could be a little financially challenging, especially when we have the Ace of Coins and whatnot. High Priest and CFK, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. But overall, this is a dreams come true. That's a big thumbs up. This is a great move for you. I think it's a fantastic, fantastic move for you. That Four of Wands really sort of brings it home. That it sort of just knocks that out of the park. All right. And we are looking at the next one, which is crystals and paint. Crystals and paint wants to know whether they're going to come fix a freaking leak. I mean, it's leaking. It's pouring on crystals and paint brushes and stuff. You don't want that. You don't want paint brushes full of water. Let's see. Let's see. We're using the Golden Art Nouveau. Oh, by the way, Crystals and Paint knows what she likes. Let's get her a little bit of the Golden Art Nouveau thing. By the way, this was a gift from the beautiful and wonderful Christina, who is in chat. Thank you again, Christina, for this lovely gift. I appreciate it so much. Crystals and Paint appreciates it too. She gets to see a little bit of a preview of all of the sort of that glimmering action. Look at that. The glimmering action, the mirrored feel of it looks really cool. Now, Crystal, it is kind of thin. That's pretty damn thin. It is kind of thin. If you can put up with that, you're going to be okay. All right. Is the roofer coming to fix the leak? They don't want to. They got other things happening. They got other things going. It's almost like that they have other things happening, other things going, maybe other customers to deal with. It's almost like that you're a little lower on the list than you need to be. You're a little lower on the list than you need to be, but yeah, it has that feel like the celebration, the Three of Cups, and being defensive. We don't want to do it. Maybe we're a little bit hesitant to sort of come in and get that done. I mean, ultimately they do come, but it looks like maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. I mean, they do get up and head that way. They know it is business. They know they need to be taking care of this stuff. It just feels like they're very defensive about it. Now, you can take this several ways. Crystal, we could say that, yes, they come tomorrow because we do have the judgment. We do have the reincarnation, the rebirth. Maybe they get up off their ass, even though they're defensive about it, and come and fix it because they know it's business. So we're on like a 50-50, a little bit of a 50-50 chance here. I'm going with no. The reason is because of the defense. The reason is because of the competition. In other words, we got other things to do, other people to do, and it seems like they just don't want to be out. They just don't want to be out doing that. So they do get a rebirth again. It does look sort of good. It does look sort of where they're at with that. So the lovers, sort of getting that birthing or getting the job done or getting that connection going. But this just says no. I got 50-50. I'm going for no. I'm just going for no. We're going to go out. We're going to go out on a limb here, Crystal, and say no and say maybe it's the next day. All right. And speaking of the next day, CFK, what is God telling me? I'm the reason we aren't anything when he is the one with the girlfriend. Oh, my. He's blaming you for his girlfriend? Like, what's happening over there? That's a mess. That is a mess indeed. Let's see about that with the Love Tarot. A little bit of the Love Tarot. The Love Tarot's nice. Love Tarot looks really nice. I mean, maybe we have a little bit of a heartbreak here. It could be. Could be too. Oh no, Crystals and Paint. Me and Larry agree. Well, that's not good. Not saying Larry's not good. I'm just saying that's not good that you don't get any help. You need some help. It's dripping all over your stuff. That's not good at all. All right. Anyway. Let's see about that. We're going to see, why are they giving you heat when they're the cause of the problem? They're the one with the girlfriend. Oh, they're messing with you. I mean, look at this. They're messing with you. This person is a player. They do seem to be a little bit of a player. They're going to do the things that they do. They all dressed up. They got a little bit of the player action. They're playing mental chess with you at this point. CFK, they're playing mental chess with you at this point. They're trying to play games with it. They think it's hilarious. I mean, they really do. They have other options. They have other people. This is not someone that's just like desperately lonely or something like that. They do have other options. They got the girlfriend. I think they got other things on the side. You're not the only other thing on the side, by the way. You're not the only one. They're just having a good time in that tub. But yeah, little bit of the player action. KSW, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you so much. The Page of Cups, this is an emotionally unstable, emotionally unavailable person. I think they're going to screw around with whoever they want to, however they want to, whenever they want to. And, they just think it's hilarious. They just think it's awesome. And they don't really care. They don't really care. The lovers, ultimately, they're always going to have somebody around. They're always going to have a backup, maybe a tertiary backup, but they always have somebody around. Is this somebody you want to put up with? Maybe, maybe. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But yeah, I mean, the reason you're not anything is because they're a player. They are a player with a lot of emotional immaturity. You're going to have to put up with it. If you're going to have to put up with it, not really much you can do at that point. Just not a lot of options. Not a lot of options here. All right, so let's go for the next one and see what is up. We got High Priest, C. Wolf will Rakesh call me in 2 days about the CSR. Rebecca, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's see what we got going on with a little bit. I mean, we use that every night. Let's do my tarot. Let's do my tarot. By the way, in case you want to know how this works, it is the Waterfall Tarot. I love it because I made it. I got to admit, I love it because I made it. If I hadn't made it, would I still love it? Maybe. But, you never know. Maybe I just, if I didn't make it, if somebody else made this, would I like it? I think so. It's got a unique look to it, Okay. Anyway, are they going to call you about the CSR position? I don't think so. We have a little bit of some challenges here. Oh, Nexus, welcome, Nexus. It is so good to see you. Five of Pentacles doesn't look good for that CSR position. The CSR 3, CSR 2, CSR 1, it doesn't look that good. We have the poor. We have the desolate. We have the not making money out of this. It doesn't look like this has a lot of strong possibilities. Now, you are tied to this. I think you're pretty excited about this position. If I called you right now and said I was that person, and I said, hey, I think that you're a good match, come on in, you'd be pretty excited. I think that you'd be pretty thrilled, pretty excited. That Ace of Cups does look decent. It does look pretty decent. Is this something that you really need, though? First problem that you're going to have is it's not a good fit for you. The Queen of Swords, you have people in management that are not going to be a good fit, that are not going to be good for you. They're going to have problems. They're going to cause problems. The Devil says there are some things within there that you haven't seen yet that you're going to not like. You're not going to like them. And that's a problem. That's going to be a problem overall. So I don't think that's going to be a good match, a good fit for you. And I'm just going with the thumbs down here. A little bit of the thumbs down action there. All right, let's see what we got going next. KSW, thank you for your donation. Let's use my new tool to find KSW's question. KSW wants to know, when will my sister finish up with my mother's estate? It's a when question. Are they going to finish up soon or not so soon or what have you? We can use a little more Chiro. Everybody needs more Chiro Marchetti. I'm just saying now. Everybody needs more Chiro Marchetti. Okay, sister's finishing up with a mother's estate. Could be good, could be bad. Oh, man. Why are they dragging it out? That's my first impression, was like, why are they dragging this out? You know what I mean? Like, is there a benefit to dragging this out? Is there something they're trying to get that they can't get if they don't drag it out, and kind of thing there? But finishing up with the estate, they're taking their sweet time. It looks like the Seven of Swords. They want something out of this that they don't have. And what can they get out of this that they don't have? The Ten of Pentacles are looking for that treasure chest. I mean, it feels like they're trying to milk some more out of the estate, or they're trying to get something out of the estate that they currently don't have, or they're having some issues with it, or anything like that. But it feels like that Ten of Pentacles, they're waiting for this treasure chest, or they're waiting for something more, a little bit under the rainbow and whatnot. Two of Pentacles, I mean, they do have to finish it. They do have to finish it and get done with it. Will they be taking something extra out? It looks like that. But basically, they need time to do that, it seems. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. This is just a tarot reading, so I'm telling you what I see in the cards, obviously. You have somebody taking something away. They're heading towards a little treasure chest. It seems that they're trying to either milk something out of the estate or get something out of it. Two of Pentacles, they do have to basically make a decision, move the things out. So if you're looking for a win, I would say either a month to a month and a half. That just seems like it feels right. It feels right. You know, again, entertainment purposes only. This is kind of I just see some treasure. I see people sneaking around. I see a rainbow with making decisions, but you know, it just feels like that is how it goes. That is how it goes sometimes. Oh, let's see. What do we got going next? Who is next on the queue? I think we're down to the last question. Yeah, Rebecca, career advice. Well, there we go. That's a good question. Let's do that with a little bit of the divine, a little bit of the tarot of the divine. I think it'll do us very divine indeed. You know, you pick a tarot master brain. Well, you know, at least if you're stuck here, if you're snowed in and you're stuck here, you got a lot of tarot decks to choose from. I'm just saying, a lot of tarot decks to choose from. There's no shortage up in here. Board games too, you know? Board games. There is quite a collection of board games. Speaking of which, my stupid board game that was supposed to be delivered today is now on its 4th pushback. It has been pushed back again. It has been pushed back to tomorrow. Even though the roads are pretty much clear. Oh, man, what's going on with that? Why do they do that to me? Why do they do this to me? Okay. Let's see. Let's do this. Career advice. Temperance, Magician, 9 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. All right. Before we dive into career advice, I'm going to have to say, Renee, welcome. Renee, are you snowed in? You got power back? Awesome. Renee, I got power and water today. I am pretty excited about this. Okay, Rebecca, you have the skills to pay the bills. We know this. The Magician is here. The Magician is a very powerful card, especially in a career reading or in something as far as that goes. 7 of Swords says you're thinking about leaving, or you're thinking about, you know, sort of moving into some area that you're not in. I think that's a good idea. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. I think that you're looking for something that doesn't exist where you're at. I mean, does that make sense? So in other words, I want to do application development on the computer. And in order to do that, I need to know these 3 different computer languages. So, but my job has me doing something completely different. It just feels like that as far as career goes, as far as your passion goes, you do have the skills, but it's a matter of putting you to good use where you can be used. In other words, where you can be of use. 7 of Swords says that may not be where you're thinking you are. You may not be where you're at, or it may not be where you're thinking of headed to. The 7 of Swords is an escape mechanism. A very, very powerful one. It says that maybe I want to sneak off to someplace else. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you need to just ditch this and go into that. It does mean to keep your options open to see where you need to be. Ultimately, it's about your career satisfaction. Because, Rebecca, if you work at a factory, putting a lid on Aquafina water, for example, or something, whatever. At the end of the day, you just don't feel like I did something useful. You don't feel like my talents are being used properly. So you need to sort of look for something else. And the 9 of Cups says that. It says you want something that shows appreciation for your effort and also allows you to be enjoyed as far as your talent. So they use your talents properly and they like your talents and they like you. If you're not there, that's going to be kind of hard. Christina, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Temperance is it's about that balance. It's about the balance. And I don't think you found it yet. Keep looking. I think you'll find. I think there's something to go for. But just remember that you have the skills that do pay the bills. That's going to be super powerful for you. That's going to be a very big thing for you in the long run. And let that be done. Let it be done. All right. Christina, thank you so much. I appreciate that. DK wants a general. We can do that for DK. DK, welcome to the channel, by the way. If you are new here, please hit that like and sub button. It lets YouTube know I don't suck. You know, after taking baths in snow water, you could at least do me a solid and hit the like button. I mean, please. Thank you so much hitting that like button because it's been a rough week. It has been a rough week. DK, I hope you like a fun tarot deck because this one's pretty fun. It is the playful heart tarot. You know what I mean? The playful heart tarot. DK, thank Christina for your donation. There you go. All right. Let's see what kind of action we got over here. You know, little action. See what happens with all of that with a general. Because DK needs to know what's good, what's coming. Knight of Swords. DK, it's speeding up. It's speeding up for you a little bit. Got a little bit of that horse riding action. They are riding into the distance. That is looking fantastic. Very cool. Knight of Swords, DK. I don't think that it has been sped up for you quite yet, but it's coming. Rue Rose, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. It's coming. Things are speeding up, DK, especially next month. Well, we were halfway through the month now. Especially next month, things are speeding up. Things are going quickly. Page of Swords says you get a sudden communication from somebody that you've never seen before. It's a younger person. They want to desperately tell you something, give you some information, and this is very critical. This is very critical information that they think they need to give you. King of Swords, I think you're pretty receptive to it. I think you sort of understand that, you know, maybe this person has a point. Maybe this person needs to communicate with me. Maybe they have something they need to sort of, you know, understand, something I need to understand. The King of Swords says that's definitely one of the possibilities here. The King and the Queen of Swords, it says that they come in a pair. It's a pair of people. You have one person that's giving you this info, that's sort of producing this information for you. They definitely need to want to give this to you. The Queen of Swords said there's somebody behind the madness. There's somebody in the background. You need to find this person, DK. You need to understand that there is somebody else involved. If you don't, I think that you're going to get improper information from this younger person. They're going to have improper information. It's going to seem kind of awkward. Like, where is this person coming from and whatnot? Again, they're being controlled, or they're being manipulated, or being told to come in and give you this information from somebody else. So there's somebody else behind the scenes, just like in The Wizard of Oz. Just like in The Wizard of Oz, you have somebody behind the scenes making things happen. And sometimes that may not be good. Sometimes it's okay. But sometimes it just may not be in your best interest, DK. Let me know how it works out. All right. Rue, update on his current feelings for me. What do they feel? Hopefully they feel good. Hopefully they feel good about it. We use a little bit of the Gregory Scott. One of my favorite tarot decks this year. I have to admit that. I got to admit that. Sadly, your car didn't make it. Oh no. D, did you get stuck going to Wendy's? That's not good at all. I mean, I like Wendy's, but not enough to drive on snow. Oh man. Well, D, I'm sorry, D. That's rough. D, did you make it through the pipes? Did you make it through the pipe situation? So your pipes are okay? Hopefully. I'm telling you, if you're a plumber, you're going to be making bank right now. Just go ahead and just roll up and just get a new Lexus if you're a plumber. Entertainment purposes only. All right. Update on his current feelings towards me. Still not good. Yeah, it still doesn't feel all right. It still doesn't feel okay. The Five of Wands, there is some conflict. There's a power struggle. Rue, there's a power struggle here. You have this older person sort of fighting off these younger people. You have this sort of a, Mina, welcome, how you doing? You have this conflict going on, and that's not good. That's not good. There's still a little bit of the conflict, a little bit of the power struggle does exist. The King of Swords, I think that you have said what you need to say to this particular person. I don't think there's anything lingering that you need to say, any lingering thing that you need to sort of produce out there. They understand. And that is a critical piece here. They do understand this. The King of Swords says that's sort of where they're at with that. The Seven of Pentacles, you're hanging a lot on this person's feelings. Maybe it's a good investment of your time, maybe not. It is very emotional for you. We do have that. But at the end of the day, there's that power struggle, and you're going to have to sort of get through that or get over that. I don't think that's going to magically resolve itself or fix itself or anything like that. But again, you've said what you need to say. It's this person's turn. It's their turn to just sort of get out there and get the next, and take the next, and go to the next step. Does it make sense? They want to go to the next step. That's going to be important for you in the long run. Anyway, that is an update to their feelings towards you. Man, I love the Gregory Scott. That is one of the, I just reach for it immediately. Your tiny car couldn't get through the snow. Well, that's not good at all. That is not good. All right, who has some questions? We are over here chilling out tonight. We are getting pretty good over here. All right, who had some questions? Say, Igor, did you have one? Oh, Igor said, thank you for all them resources. Igor, you're so welcome. Samantha's here. Hey, Samantha, how are you doing? Sandra loves a Crowley deck. 3 toilets. Oh, my. What does the Sagittarius think of me? Stella, you still here? Are you still here? I don't know. Let's see what the Sagittarius thinks of you, Stella. Stella, let's get it done. Let's use something we haven't used yet. We haven't used this in a while, right? It is the Slow Tarot. Stella. Samantha, what is your question? Throw it out there. Throw it out there to the world and do it and see what happens. Mina, by the way, did you see that Kobo, the ebook reader people, they're releasing a color e-reader. They're releasing a color e-reader soon. I'm pretty excited. You can read manga. You can read all of the cool stuff with a color e-reader. I'm pretty hyped, I got to say now. All right. Sure. Ask your question, mister. Ask your question. In the meantime, what does that Sag think of me? It's not good with this. It almost feels like they're ready to get rid of you. It seems like they're going to give you one more try, and then they're ready to get rid of you. It feels like that. One more try, and then they're ready to get rid of you. They feel restricted around you. They feel like that they need guidance, or they need some sort of help when it comes to dealing with some things around the situation. They're ready to bail. They're ready to go. It doesn't seem like something they want to stick around with for too long. You got the 8 of Cups. They're ready to sort of bail and leave. Samantha, thank you for your donation. Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Doesn't look good. They're willing to give you one more shot, Stella. One more try. One more shot. Where that goes from here, again, they're ready to bail. So they're leaning towards a little bit of the glass half empty. But yeah, it doesn't look like this is super duper situation or anything like that. All right. Well, Samantha wants to know, how will my internship go? Let's do that. Let's get an internship. Let's do it with the, oh no, let's not do this one. Let's do it with a new tarot deck. Bumbleberry Hollows tarot deck. Sounds all right. Samantha, you like the Bumbleberry Hollows? Do you like this one? Because this looks pretty decent. I like this deck. It's a little sticky, as Christina would say. In other words, it doesn't like separate. The cards don't separate. They just sort of clump. So you got to like mash them and force them away and all that stuff. But anyway, all right, we got an internship. How will it go? It's going pretty good. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. This is a great reading. If you're looking for a beautiful reading, this is it. This is one of the factors that come in here, is that this is way too bright. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. The Wheel of Fortune says it's steady work. It's not like they're going to be booting you out. Not like that you're going to absolutely desperately need to find something else. You know, Chiara, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But the 10 and 8 of Pentacles are such a massive boon. A massive boon when you ask questions like this. I want steady work. Wheel of Fortune gives you that steady work. 8 of Pentacles gives you that steady work. The fact that the reading is bookended in that means like this super steady flow, this good thing, good feels as it comes in as well. 4 of Cups says ultimately this is not your soulmate job. But if you're looking for that resume filler, you're looking for the resume booster, it's going to be it. If you want to stay, that's fine. But I think that you're going to want to be expanding. You're going to want to move elsewhere. You're going to want to sort of spread your wings a little bit and do something a little bit different once you have these skills. But yeah, great job. Very stable. Looking overall fantastic, and you just can't go wrong with a reading like that. Do the cards smell like bumbleberries? No, they do not. They smell like wet farts. All right. Let's go. What do we got going on next? Christina, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. If you have a soulmate, Nexus. I thought I was your soulmate, Nexus. What the hell's going on now with that? Nexus. I thought I was your soulmate. All right, let's do this by using everyone's favorite, the Mons Tarot. The Mons Tarot, that is where it is at. Well, if you want a smelly deck, we got one of those, that's for sure. It doesn't smell anymore, though. I think it aired out enough. It aired out enough to where it's not as bad. Not as bad anymore, but you know, there you go. All right. Let's see. Nexus, do you have a soulmate other than me? Oh, look at that. The 3 of Swords, the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. Nexus, this is a terrible reading. Nexus, this is terrible. Do you have a soulmate? I think that you have a soulmate that's on like the long stretch, or they're going to be a while before they show up, or they're going to have a little bit of trouble. They're going to have a little bit of challenges that they need to move through before they can appear, right? And you know, you see this. The 3 of Swords, the Heartbreak card right next to the Hermit. It's a terrible option. They're busy with somebody else. They're busy with other people. I think that they're trying to find sort of their soulmate as well. They're on that quest where they're experimenting, they're looking, they're trying new things, they're trying to get it done. And they're having some real problems right now if they do there. 5 of Swords, the Lord of Defeat, and the Knight of Cups. It seems like they're just hitting dead ends a lot. A lot of dead ends. It feels like just a ton of dead ends. And it's because that they've, you know, they're in this position of giving up. So it's going to cause a delay, because if they are going to be coming your way, they do need to be, you know, confident enough to keep on the train, to keep on the track, and try to find something that's going to be good. But they're just having difficulties right now. Do they straighten up? Knight of Cups says, yeah, they do. But again, they're just going to have to going to have to resolve their internal issues that they have. They have to resolve all of this stuff. The hermit, they're going to have to sort of find that special place within themselves to, sort of move forward and things like that. But, there it is. I do think you have a soulmate, but they're having issues. And so there you go. Everybody, I think, has a soulmate. I think that you do have one, but it's going to be a little bit before you encounter this, particular person. You know what I mean? A little bit of a challenge sometimes to get that in and all that. Christina, thank you again for hosting Nexus. I appreciate that. Chiara, when will he ask to be official? Well, let's see if he's going to be official or not right now by using another Christina gift. What do we got now? Oh, we got this over here. Oh, no, actually, let's use this Kickstarter. Let's use the Kickstarter. By the way, I got 2 Kickstarter decks coming in next week. So looking really nice for next week. Got a couple of Kickstarter decks coming in. All right. By the way, in case you wonder what this is, I'm wondering too. I'm not really sure what this is. What is this? Is this the good? No, this is not the good tarot. This is the something tarot. It is, I have no idea what this is. Do I? Oh, no, I do. The gentle tarot. It is the gentle tarot. In case you're wondering, the gentle tarot, I got it off Kickstarter and pretty pleased with it. 2021 is going better than 2020 for my Kickstarters. I can assure you that. By the way, the gentle tarot. Okay. When will he ask to be official? The Seed of Cups, the 9 of... Okay. He's going to ask. He's going to ask. We know that. We know that. He's going to ask, right? Mister, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. He will ask. You have the giving card. The 6 of Stones is the giving card, handing you the information, handing you the officiality. Is that a word? Officiality. So the giving card is there. The giving card is critical. Very, very important right here. He will ask. Now, Chiara, he needs some things to change before he asks. We have the Death card right next to it. It's like it's like a little bit of a carrot on a stick feel to this. You know what I mean? Jazzy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. He needs some changes to happen before he's going to make it official. Or when will he ask to be official? He needs some changes. Part of the changes you're not going to be happy with. But I think that you're going to have to be a little bit of a negotiator here to get this done. You know what I mean? A little bit of a negotiator to get it done. And the Seed of Cups says that there is some working out that needs to be done here for the officiality, if that's a word. But some things need to change. And I don't think that they have adequately expressed what those things are. You know what I mean? Does it make sense? So once you can start that negotiation process, once you can sort of, do that, it's going to work out a lot better. It's going to work out a lot better. All right. That is the Gentle Tarot. I have so many freaking tarot decks. I have a mountain of tarot decks. It's actually becoming a problem. It is becoming a problem, so I need to do something. All right, Mr. Ghetto Flamingo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Mr. said they posted it in chat, and luckily, I have a good app that I made. All right, how does she feel and think about me and a reconciliation? We've been separated for a while. All right. I think I want to go for the Tarot Mystical Moments on this one because I think this is going to be a good read. I get all of a sudden, I just get a good feeling about this right there. And I think that 8-ish months. All right. How does he or how does she feel? All that stuff. You do have the 3 of Cups. It seems like that they are involved with somebody else. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. They are involved with somebody else, but you know what I mean? It just feels like maybe that is quite a possibility here. The Three of Cups, a third person. Will they succeed in this endeavor? I don't think so. The Tower says maybe not. Maybe we have some things that are having some problems here with getting that done. Do you get a reconciliation? What do they feel about you? Over a given point of time, I think that they come back for reconciliation, yes. But they are in a mode where they need to go their own way right now. And that's why you're seeing an 8-month gap, because they need to go their own way. The Ace of Cups says they do come back. They do come back. The Seven of Swords is such a powerful card. It talks about people coming back from coming back to you from a distance. In other words, maybe this is something that takes a while, but that's one of those things. Yes, they do come back. You're going to have to give them time to go through the things they need to go through in order to get that to happen. All right. We got a flurry of readings. Having fun over here, I'll tell you that now. All right, the next donation is Jazzy. You have an online business. Ooh, you want to do you want to switch. You want to do Christina, thank you for your text. I got it. You want to do the switch, the great switch in the sky, which is, I want to go from a full-time job that I hate, or, I don't hate it. I want to go from my full-time job to something that's more fun. You know what I mean? And Jazzy, that's a rough move. That is a rough move indeed. You want me to do a giveaway? I love tarot decks, though. And parting with the tarot deck is like losing a liver, Okay. Let's see. The big switch, where we go from part-time to full-time till we get that magical place to where we're making enough money to where it's quite possible now. So what does it look like for you? The sevens, it's a good possibility to you to get there. The Wheel of Fortune says this is very doable given time. Very doable given time. I think in other words, you're on the right track. The tarot says you're on the right track. You're headed the right direction. Part of that is going to be the Three of Cups. I think you need help. And you need help with some of this. In other words, maybe the IT portion, maybe the business portion, maybe the advertisement portion. You need help. I think by yourself trying to do everything is going to be challenging, especially as a healthcare worker. That's a lot of duties. That's a lot of things going on. Samantha, thank you for your donation. But the Hierophant says that is going to be a steady business. It is going to get you the flow that you need. The Hierophant is an organization, right? It is going to get you the things that you need. You do need help in some of your weaker areas. Wheel of Fortune says, yes, this is something that you can do day to day and make the money. Seven of Coins, it's a good investment. It's worthwhile to chase this. Very, very good investment for you long term. Seven of Swords shows you leaving your full-time to go to the extra business. So, I mean, yeah, obviously you just started it. It's going to take time to develop. It's going to take time to sort of spread your wings and get comfortable and get the customers and get known. Obviously, that's with any business, but definitely get help with that. But absolutely, this is a fantastic reading. A fantastic reading. So there you go. For that particular, a fantastic set of cards for that to go. All right, Ghetto Flamingo donated. Ghetto, thank you so much. Does the cute dad Jakeson notice me? He's kind of cute and he seems like a nice single dad. Ghetto Flamingo, you are hitting it at the school play yard over there. My accurate psychic readings. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So Ghetto Flamingo is looking at the friend's dad and like, damn, you look pretty cute over here. You know what I mean? Maybe the two children should go play together so I can talk with the dad some more. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's sort of where you're at, but that could be a possibility. Okay. All right. The cute dad. What is the possibility? Does he even notice that you exist? The Empress says, yeah, I think that he has noticed you before and he will notice you again. You know, I don't think this is something or somebody that is going to be the best match. But if you want to, you know, if you want to say hello, I think they'd be interested in saying hello. The Empress says this is a nice, comfortable place for you to be. Doesn't look too bad at all as far as sort of getting in there. The person has some problems, and it is a poor match in the long run, but why not give it a shot? Why not give it a go? Why not give it a shot? The Nine of Swords says, you know, go for it and get it done. Again, the Eight of Wands says you're going to have to make a little bit of a hint at it, make a little bit of a sort of, you know, wave or say hello or something like that. Definitely not somebody that's just going to be moving forward on their own or whatnot. The Eight of Wands really should be right side up in an ideal world, but they're not. So they're not going to be making the motion towards you. You're going to have to drop a little bit more of a hint. Knight of Wands says, I don't think you have a problem with that. Yeah, a bad mix overall in the long run, but if you can have some fun, you can have some fun there. It doesn't look too bad. All right, M&M, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Samantha, will Kathleen and I ever make up? Oh, there you go. Let's see if Kathleen and you will make up. Let's use another one of our newer decks. What do we got going on here? What is this deck? Oh, this is the Modern Witch. A little bit of the Modern Witch action. I do like this deck, that is for sure. The Modern Witch Tarot, getting it done, because you got to get it done eventually. You got to get it done eventually. Will Kathleen and I, will we make up or will we always be mad at each other? Four of Wands and the Seven of Cups. I think that you get into a big heated argument and then you make up. There's some stuff that needs to be said still. Samantha, there's some stuff that needs to be said still. You're not quite done. You're not quite done yet. You need to express some opinions. You need to get some things out. They need to get some things out. Overall, Death said some changes are in store, but it's going to have to go through the motions of those actual changes. Seven of Pentacles says that it is worthwhile to make up with this person. I think this person brings a lot of good things to your life. They can. Do they now? Obviously not. Four of Wands says you go well together. You make a good home together. You make a good thing together. You're going to need to hash out one more big argument before you do that. And then I think everything does resolve itself. So yeah, you will make up, but there's going to go downhill first. You're going to have to get that big argument. You're going to have to get that one more thing off your chest before you're willing to sort of do that. And that's sort of a condition, kind of a sort of move forward with all of that. My Accurate Psychic Readings wants to know, looking for an apartment to move. Do you see anything coming up soon? Let's do a little Anna K for that one. It's been a minute since we did Anna K. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, D, it's hard to get rid of some good tarot decks. It's hard to part ways. You don't want to part ways. Chrismo, welcome back. How are you doing tonight? So good to see you. All right. By the way, I have 2 new decks next week. The channel has kind of become a deck unboxing channel, which is not really where I want it to be, but that's sort of where I'm at because of the snow and all that stuff. But I do need to expand my horizons, get back to my roots. I'm looking for an apartment to move to. You will be moving. The Six of Swords is a very powerful move card. So yes, I do see one. You do need more choices. Some of the choices that you're having, some of the choices that you're being forced into, I don't think are that good. You do need some better choices, some superior choices to go with that. But yeah, the Six of Swords does say that you will be moving, you will be looking for that. Now, my accurate psychic readings, be aware there is one apartment that is going to try to scam you. They're going to sort of be fishing. They're going to fish a little bit of the page of Pentacle field. They're going to fish. They're going to make it look like it's a good deal when it's not. They're going to try to screw you. So, yeah, be careful. Be careful. They're going to try to screw you. They're going to try to go fishing with you with money. You want to be careful with that. Ultimately, I think you make a good decision, the right decision. The Knight of Wands is fire of fire. It is fire of fire. I think that you get going on. I think that you get a hot lead and you end up moving. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I think that you got it going on. Just be aware that somebody is trying to screw you. You don't want to get screwed by an apartment. By an apartment company screwing you is not good. And for the last reading, Eminem wants to know, when will the X and I reconcile? Heaven and Earth Tarot is on the menu for that, by the way. Heaven and Earth Tarot. Everybody loves the Heaven and Earth Tarot. I don't know anybody that just doesn't like this deck. Maybe somebody in chat doesn't like it, but I like it. I love it. I need to remove the white background. I need to put it. I got Photoshop on this computer. I need to load it up and just do it. I'm getting lazy. I'm just getting lazy at this point. All right. Will the X and you reconcile? It looks like it, yes. The good news is we have the Ten of Cups with the Ace of Cups. So if you're looking for reconciliation, if you're looking for sort of that communication that you need, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. And then that's going to be kind of important for you to sort of go forth and check that out, right? You want to go forth and check that out. Definitely going to be reconciliation in your future. Now, that said, the reconciliation is definitely something that needs a lot of polish. It's not like you just get together and like in the movies. It needs some polish. It needs some work within it, right? Because you do have the Princess of Cups. Mainly, it's saying during your reconciliation process, you want to have fun. You don't want to make it super serious. You don't want to try to get back to where you were before. You want to treat this like a new adventure or a new type of thing as that goes, right? That's going to be very critical for you. You want to know what the last card is. It's victory. Victory. The Six of Wands, victory. And then you have the playful and fun Princess of Cups. Is for your first card. But yeah, you want to come in with fun, adventure. Let's do something fun and exciting. If you come in too serious and you're like, hey, let's go back to where we were, let's go back to what we were, where we were. I don't think it's going to work. You need to come in a new adventure, make it smell new, and fun and exciting. And I think it's going to work out. But yeah, I do see a reconciliation in your future. Speaking of your future is here tomorrow because I'm going to be back. So if you like what you see, come back tomorrow. I so much appreciate you being here, and we'll see you then.